Okay, so first let me check if the system is actually working. Yes, it is working. So this video is going to be seen by students in 7 to 1 up to 7 to 6 units. So those of you who are presenting online and are still struggling despite looking at the recording of video conference or web conferencing that we have. So I am setting up a test room and I am just showing you how I'm setting up those room and how you're going to use them. So that is where I was looking at creating the news item before I think about it will be a better idea to just make this video and go through there. So what I've done is you basically go to communication, then you go to web conferencing in your individual unit, and then you have testing the system. I will also put a link of each web conferencing if you are going to have a problem with that, although you should not have this problem because I'm creating a session within each unit. So although the video is only showing 7 to 1, all the other unit will have the same thing. So the heading or the title of the session will be testing the system. It is a launch session. So as you can see, when I've created this, so because I've created it, I'll have more controls over it, but I can show you how this thing will work. So I've created the session in a way that uh, whoever is going to be in the system, they are going to have access as a moderator. So I have created guest role as moderator of the unit, not the whole unit, just this particular web conferencing. So it means you will have all the capabilities. So first thing that you need to do, you click on share audio, and this will actually have your audio being selected. So because I've done so many web conferences, it already have that kind of capabilities. If you click on share video, it will ask you that, are you happy for video to be shared? You say yes. And in that way, as you can see in the screen, that you can have your video here. Or you can basically just go and in your settings and you can look at audio, set up your camera and microphone. So you can also do this if you are unable to see yourself, as I am unable to see myself. It might be the reason that the recording software that I'm using is also accessing the same camera. So it might not be possible, but let's see. So you can have set up your camera. So audio test is working. You can have default or you can just um, choose a particular one. So I'm using this one, so I can choose this. There's also some inbuilt cameras and microphone. And with the new technology, you don't know what else you have in your system. So you say, yes, it's working because you can see this audio bar moving. So you can have, yes, it is working. And then it actually say video test. It's saying integrated webcam. So I'm talking about that's my laptop camera that it is picking up. So I can say, no, I want Microsoft Live Cam, which is my other cam. And then system can see me. It's a slightly delayed kind of visual because I'm using screen capture plus web conferences in one go. So I can say, yes, it's working, although most of the time, and then it will again ask you because you've just done the settings. So it will ask you whether you want to share it. So I say, yes, I want to share, and yes, I want to share. And in that way I'm able to share my video. But what I can do is I can stop my video. It's just to show you the capabilities of how to show your video. So I stop that here. My sound is still being recorded. Now what I'll show you in terms of how it look like. So when you start, it's usually a blank screen right there. There's a menu session here, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you later that we can also start the recording of this session within this session. But because screen capture is recording the session anyway, so I don't see a need to start recording the session, but you guys need to do that. So when you're testing the system, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you click on start recording, and once you click on start recording, you can say session is being recorded, and you'll have this camera with dot in the middle. So it means this session is actually being recorded. Now, the reason I did not have only this recording, and the reason I went through a screen capture program for myself, is because I want to make sure that you know how the whole thing starts. So while this section is being recorded, and the reason I'm recording this section is because I can show you where you can access the recording of the recordings that you have made. Now, as long as you log into session, you set up your camera, you set up your microphone. You don't have to have your camera set up for the conference session or for the actual assignment session that we are going to have. But if you like to introduce yourself to all the colleagues, you can do that. So anyway, it's good to have your configuration set, and then whether you are using it or not using it is up to you. So there's one menu here, and that's another kind of arrow here, which is a collaborate panel. So you click on this, and then you have all these settings. So what you can do here when you are testing your system, you go to audio and video settings as you have done before, and you can set up your camera and you set up your audio. Then this is notification setting. You I've just leave it as it is. It means that whenever somebody will enter, whenever somebody will join, whenever somebody will post a message, you're going to have a notification sound, so everybody knows something has happened. Session settings, I have put that as, share audio, share video, XYZ. However, what I've done as a conference setup, when I was setting up the conference, I've put you all as a moderator. So when you go to share contents, so this is a chat window, so you can type something. Oh, hi, I am Chabish, recording this video so you guys can have a clear idea about presenting online for your assignment 4. Now, this is chat, so if 5 or 6 people are here, they can chat with each other, they can send me message. If your video is not working, if your audio is not working, how do we know? You can click on chat and just send the message that, hey, I'm having trouble, I'm listening, I'm able to hear you guys, but I can't speak. And usually will tell you to set up your audio. And if you do it in the first place, it will easily fix the problem. Then you have the participant list. You can have all of them here. Because I've put you as um, a moderator, so you should be able to have options. Now, what I can do is, because I'm already moderator, I cannot change it to a participant or anything else. But basically what we can do is, if we click on this one, we can change the role. Um, Share content. So there's the arrow thing that you are looking at. That you need to click on. And then when you want to share files, so you can basically say share files. You want to add file, so you basically just go and you uh, upload something. So for example, Let me see the smallest last one. Okay, so that's 56 kilobyte is better. So I'll upload this small one. Try to make sure that you are compressing your presentation because it will load up quicker if it's like that. So what we are going to do as a backup, all of you need to upload your presentation to Dropbox and under your discussion board because everybody in a group have assigned a discussion uh, thread under the discussion forum. So you need to have that sort of backups in the MyLO so tutor or myself can fix the problem on an urgent basis. Otherwise, when you log into the system, all you need to do in the first 5 minutes, the first presenter is going to upload the presentation when I'm explaining the rules. So first thing I'll do and all the tutors will do is, or the moderator will basically ask everyone who is going to present first. And if we don't have any volunteer, we'll pick one person and then that person can start uploading their slide. And once their slide has been uploaded, they can start presenting while everybody else can follow the same path in uploading their files. So by the time the first person has finished, all of your files will be uploaded. Once you have uploaded it, you click on it and then you say share now. So once you click on share now, you'll have all of these on this panel. You still need to click on one. So that's way you go, your slides are in there, then you can use arrow or ideally you can use this particular arrow for next slide, then next slide, then next slide, and next slide. Or if you want to go back, previous slide, previous slide, previous slide. So what you're going to do once you have your slides ready, I'll probably ask you to introduce yourself, tell everybody else what do you do, and once everybody is comfortable, uh, not everybody, at least the person who is presenting is comfortable in starting their presentation, they can start their presentation. You should not be spending more than a minute to get comfortable. So if you're taking too long, we'll get start your session anyway. So up to a minute, I'm happy for you to take and basically get relaxed before you start your talk. So once you finish your talk, then basically you go till here. Don't stop sharing your slide yet and then ask for questions. And if there are any question, any revisions, any clarification asked by student, and you answer those questions, you may need to reflect back to some of the slides, um, and that's quite common. So once you have finished that, then you can click here. You see, stop sharing. Now you have these tools, you have pointers, so you can point. You say this thing, you can basically talk about this. So you have a pen. So if you want to be more creative, you can basically say this, or basically you can clear it, you can highlight it. There are some tools if you want to use it. But anyway, once your presentation is finished, you click on stop sharing and then everybody went to basic. So then you click on this menu and you're back in the same window where you have this panel, participant list, chat list, and settings. Okay. Now, once we have all the session finished, then we will just uh, say goodbye to each other and then I'll close the session. So you can just go, leave the session here, and that should be fine. In rare case where you are completely struggling, from can be any reason, can be many reasons. So if something really bad happened and you are unable to connect properly through your microphone, then we can use phone for your audio. And then you can, if you click on this one, it will have the number to call and the pin to enter with every conference. So all you need to do is click, use your phone, and it will tell you what to do. So you call this number enter this PIN number, and then your phone will be connected to the actual conference, and we can upload your presentations, and then you can do it. It happens just once in with one of the students. We managed to use it. Um, if you have any questions, you can email me, or you can post a topic and we can answer that in the discussion board. Once you are finishing it, you need to say stop recording, and then recording has stopped. And usually it takes some time for recording to be available for you to download and then look at your recording. So what you can do through this particular functionality is, once you have logged into the system and you have tested the system and you want to see if everything works okay, then you can access the recording from the web conference menu, and I'll show you how you can do that. Now, for these test sessions, I have set up the system as such that all of you can download the recording. So you need to be careful. So I don't want to have those privacy complain about, why somebody else have access to my recording, because there's no other way. So I cannot create a specific session for all students. So there has to be one session. So don't say things, don't share things, um, share empty PowerPoint slide or share PowerPoint slide, that doesn't matter. Just be very careful that the recordings are accessed by all of you, because I have to make you moderator as a role for test sessions, so you are able to navigate through and you don't have permission issues. So just mindful of what you are recording, um, and it will be fine. It's highly desirable that you can basically just use discussion board within your session, within your group for assignment 4. Use that and ask people to come as a group, so you can test the system as a group and everybody benefit from each other. But again, it's designed in a way where you can do things and record things and then listen to it. So now I'm going to leave the session. I'll still be in the um, screen capture mode. So this video is recording all of that. Then you can say, well, it seems like it was excellent. I submit and exit, and then it's fine. Now I need to close it. So I close that, and it takes me to the same screen where I have created this session. So testing the system was the whole thing. Now you again click, if you click on this one, you go back to the session. So you don't want to do that. All you need is recording. So what you can do, you click on here and you say recordings, right? So you click on recordings, and what you are going to find that these recordings are basically for you know recording 1, recording 2, recording 3, uh, because I have multiple recordings of that particular session where we were um, having the test session. So the recording that we have for today's one is not available because it's going to take some time, because we have just record everything. So what we need to do is just give it some time and come back to it, and it will have more recordings. So that's my options. So hopefully you should not be able to delete the session, but because I have made all of you as a moderator, please do not do this, because then it won't be able to continue helping your colleagues. So be very careful. Despite you being moderator, I will have a log of who is doing what within the testing the system, so I can generate a log who actually deleted the session. The reason I'm saying is so that you don't click here. So don't click here. It's simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't click here. All you need to do, if you really want to share the link, so you can just copy guest link here, and this link will give you an idea like a specific link that you can share with other colleagues if they are struggling to find out how to go into the system. But I'll again show you. You go to your 721 home page, right? This is your unit is, and for all the other students, this is how their first page will look like. You go under communication because it is a communication. Then you go under web conferencing, and then you basically go here, testing the system. So you click on testing the system, and it says launch the session. So you launch the session. Usually you just need to click once. I'm not sure why it's asking you S2, but you see you'll start logging in. So I just went back to the same session, and then I can do my settings from here, or you can do your settings from here. Then you enable your audio. If needed, you can enable your video, and then you can disable it if you want, and then again start recording the session. So you need to start recording the session for yourself. If you want to use your phone for audio, you can use that. If your mic is not working or there's any other problem, um, you won't need this. But then again, I've explained all of this, and then all we need to do is once we finish, we can click on this. It will stop recording, but we leave the session. Escape basically doesn't applicable this time. We haven't done anything, so don't want to create fake feedbacks, and then we close it. Now hopefully, I'm not sure if it is available or not, but let's see if recordings are available. And yes, so the recording is available. So this is the recording that we have just made. So I can click on it and you can say watch now, and you can actually look at the recording that we have just did a few minutes ago. So it's usually take maximum of 5 minutes for recording to be made available. So you basically just click on this and it will show you the recording of your session. As you can hear, so I'll stay quiet so that you can see it. And just sorry to interrupt, you can basically just click on this one and it move. So just to let you know that it recorded the presentation. So the actual talk will be recorded and not the videos will be recorded. And the reason we do it this way, because it's easy to record small data and share data, and it is easy to even, you see, it doesn't take long to record your session and replay your session. So that's why we are not capturing a screen capture of everyone. Excuse me. But there was a functionality. So if people who are presenting have also enabled their video, so they can actually come on board. But that's not relevant to you. What's relevant to you is that your slides are working, your voice is audible, you are able to hear yourself and record it. So this is how you can record your session and then go back. If you have any question, email me or post it on discussion board and we'll take it from there. So I'm closing the recording now again, and hopefully that will answer all of your question about how the system will work here. Now, as far as how the system is going to work for those who are not presenting online, I'll create another video with few examples so you are able to see that. So I'll do it using a screen capture again, or I can just do it. I'll think about other ways of doing it, but it's basically as simple as this. All you need is you presenting with slides visible, a friend of you making a easy video using iPhone, iPad, any tablet, any smartphone, a camcorder, as long as I can see that you are presenting, not just audio, I need video. So I need to see you presenting your slides to an audience, and you also need to record the question answer session of that session, and that's recording need to be uploaded. Okay, so now I'm going to stop this video, and hopefully that's enough for all of you. um, Good luck with your assignment.